Hi everyone, it's Annabel here from Imprenat, and today I'm joined by Jack, a high school student. We're looking forward to hearing Jack's unique insights on various topics. So since Jack is under 18, his parent has given permission for this interview to be shared online and on social media.
Yeah, hi Annabel. Yes, my mum has given me permission to do this podcast.
Great. Well, welcome, Jack.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Great. So let's get straight into it. We're going to ask you a few questions, and this one is around the topic of online safety.
Okay.
All right. So first question, why do you think most Australian parents feel that playgrounds are safer for children than the internet?
Well, I think that playgrounds, they're in a physical space, so parents have more control over their children.
Yep.
Compared to online, they're a lot more, less, less supervisable. So.
And what are some dangers that children face online that might make parents worry?
Well, as I said before, they're not very good. They can't really supervise the children. So they have just the unlimited access of the internet, so they can go onto a lot of not very good sites, I'd say. And anyone can talk to the children without the parents knowing.
Yeah. Now, how do you personally stay safe when you're using the internet?
How I stay safe? Well, I don't release any personal information at all. I just don't release any personal information. That's probably the biggest one that I do.
Yeah, that's definitely a good tactic. Now, how can parents help their children develop good habits for online safety?
I'd say probably teaching the children, like while they're young, about the online safety. Don't release any information. Also, probably in terms of just limiting screen time as well.
Yeah.
So they have less chances of doing something not that great on the internet.
Now, what advice would you give to younger kids about staying safe on the internet?
I would say, don't do anything that you would do in real life. So just don't release information that's of you, where you live, anything that's your parental. And if there's any websites, if you search up on Google, or if you any websites that you think it's a bit sketchy, a bit not great, probably don't go onto it.
Yep.
So
that's good advice. Now, how important is it to balance online time with outdoor activities, and why?
I would say it's pretty important because physical activity, or you're getting physical, you'll be able to exercise, while online activity, while it's also, somewhat good socializing being online, you're not really getting any physical activity. And I think socializing in real life is a lot better in terms of online because you're there talking to the person. Yeah. So
absolutely. Now, how do you think peer pressure influences online behavior among young people?
So I will say about social media, with just saying, let's go. You take you hang out with some friends and you got some photos, and you don't really want to post the photos because you might not for various reasons.
Yeah.
But then your friends are like, oh, you should post the photos. They will just keep on pressuring you to release the photos on social media. And you eventually do it. So I would say just try not to give in to peer pressure.
Like if you don't want to post something, just don't post it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how can friends support each other in staying safe online?
Well, friends, I would say real life friends, they can tell you to, if you're going to do something that's a bit of a stupid thing to do.
Okay.
But your friends will probably just say oh, don't do that in terms of, let's saying posting something that's not very, nice or something. And if your friends say oh, don't do that, they can help you do things, give a different perspective.
Help you make the right decision.
Yeah.
Now, how do you think the internet can be a positive tool for learning and creativity?
Well, the internet is a vast place. There's so many resources you can access in terms of learning. If you're doing something creative, you can look at different people's arts, music.
Yeah.
A lot of great things that can be done on the internet that you can't. You're limited to physically.
Yeah, definitely. Now, last question: how would you improve a nation?
How would it improve a nation? Well, right now I'd say that the housing costs, it's not that great.
Yeah.
And especially the rent. The rent is, well, what I've seen is atrocious.
Mhm.
So I'd probably say just more for young people, because that's particularly, I'd say, the worst.
Yeah.
Probably just get like better young people like wages to be able to buy a house, because there's rent. Obviously, you don't own the house,
Yeah.
so you have the risk of being evicted.
Mhm.
While if you the housing cost like of buying a house, I would say, should be somewhat lowered. Obviously, not like so much that's basically free, but yeah,
Yeah.
it should be lowered.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Jack, for your insights into online safety. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.